Hello, I'm Lorna. I'm a private English teacher. If you're trying to learn English or to improve in English, you've probably been told that the best thing to do is to go to an English-speaking country, which is quite true, obviously. If you can't do that, you can recreate this English-speaking environment by reading and listening to as much English as you can. It's essential. But of course, a language is meant to be spoken. So you also need to find someone to speak with in English, someone in your close circle, or a pen friend, or by taking lessons in conversation. But if you don't practice speaking English on a regular basis, well, even if your level in English is very good, if one day you need to speak without any preparation, without having any written notes to read, you can feel a bit lost. Words don't come to your mind even though you know them. You can't pronounce them right, and you can sound a bit confused. I've recently read a comment from someone who has a very good level of English and who uses English every day in writing. She went to a job interview and suddenly she was asked to speak English. And she said it was like she didn't know how to speak English anymore. She was in a stressful situation and she stumbled over her words and even used words that didn't exist. That's why I give an additional tip to all my students, and I think it's very effective. Talk to yourself aloud in English. When you talk to yourself, the good thing is you can do it wherever and whenever you like, as often as you like, and you don't have to wait for someone else to be available. Your level of English doesn't matter because you're the one who's talking to yourself, so you can get by with what you know. When you speak aloud, you use mechanisms that you don't use when you speak in your head, because you need to control your muscles to pronounce the words, and so it helps you improve your pronunciation and your intonation. And it's not the same as reading something aloud, because what you want is to be able to improvise on any topic without any written notes. So what can you talk about with yourself? Well, you can tell yourself about your day or the news or a book or a film that you like, or you can imagine that you're having a conversation with someone else. To go back to the example of the job interview, if you have no one to practice with, you can imagine that you're in an interview and you ask the questions and you answer them. You can also imagine that you're explaining something to someone. The conversation doesn't have to be a long one, but if you do it on a regular basis, it will really help you to know what to say, to find the words and sentences to say it, and so to improvise. And that way, speaking English will become a habit. Talking to yourself in English will also help you think in English without thinking in French first. So it's a tip I give my students, but I also apply it myself. I very often talk to myself aloud in English. So here's just an additional piece of advice. In case someone might hear you talking aloud to yourself, for example, your family when they're home, I strongly advise you to inform them of this new habit of yours and explain to them that you're fully aware that the people you're having these conversations with are imaginary, just so they don't worry about your mental health. It's just a little tip based on my own experience. I hope that you will follow these tips and that you'll see that it really helps you speak English with ease and confidence and improve your pronunciation. Feel free to ask me any questions and to reach out to me if you're interested in taking a free first lesson with me without any obligation. Thank you for watching this video and see you next time.